What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the next episode in our My Player Career Mode journey here with Ben. As you can see there on the breaking news, it shows you the Spurs crowned Premier League champions, and most importantly, they've actually got Ben sat with the manager Mauricio Pochettino there, whilst the Premier League trophy is shown out in front. So Ben is the man actually sat with him, which is quite weird. I wasn't expecting to maybe have that. So we'll be able to see the team of the competition, the goalkeeper of the tournament, and all that good stuff in today's episode. But first, we're going to be able to play the FA Cup Finals. So the team of the competition goes to that, which again, for some reason, Ben isn't picked in. I found this to be the situation as well in the previous My Player Career Mode in FIFA 17. Like, how on earth is Ben not in that side? You know, listen, I don't want to be, kind of having a go at anybody or kicking off or being biased or anything, but certainly speaking, I believe that Ben has had one of the best seasons out of anybody in the Premier League. So for him to not make the team of the competition, slightly disappointed. The golden boot goes to Hazard though, which was to be expected. Of course, we showed you last episode. I'm going to go through this later on after the FA Cup final is done, and we'll check it out in more detail. Although I don't 100% know when the player of the competition will be announced. So I want to make sure I'm keeping tabs on that one as we're getting close to this FA Cup final against Swansea City. Spurs with it all to do. I mean, they've done the double so far. They're looking to make it the treble. Can they do it against Spurs is going to be the big question mark, I guess. Wait, player of the competition announced? Oh, that's Europa League. I was about to be like, wait a minute. That's not right. Anyways, so FA Cup final. Spurs taking on Swansea. It's going to be, I guess, I'd say 60%, 65% of people would be saying that Spurs have got this hands down. Few people would be iffy, whereas me, I think Spurs should be able to do this. You know, you're looking at this and saying, for sure, Spurs should be able to get this over the line and pick up the treble. So, as you know, we're still waiting on unlocking some extra boots with Ben. He is actually 91 rated now, which is crazy to see. And if we get some more achievements done in this episode, then we may have some new Puma boots ahead of next season for him to wear. Wait a minute, what's happening with these shorts here? Wait. Okay, so they're the main shorts that they wear. Hello? What's going on with the shorts? Okay, has it fixed it? No, it's not. Wait a minute. Is it bugged? Okay, you know what? We'll go with that regardless anyway. Alternate, of course. I'm going to also bump it up to a 6-minute half, and that is how we're going to play this one. So that's the team. As you can see, Lloris, Marcelo, Alderweireld, Dyer, Aurier, Ericsson, Wanyama, Fabinho, Perisic, Wood, and Harry Kane. Wood be 91 rated now, which is crazy. So we'll check out the Swansea City team when we get in game, guys. Without further ado, enjoy this FA Cup final that's coming at you live. Thank you so much for all of the support on the last episode as well. I really do appreciate it, guys. Well, I'm saying that preemptively because that episode hasn't actually gone live when I'm recording this one, but it goes live tonight at 6 p.m., which is, of course, when I'm recording this. But when this one goes live, that won't make any sense. So I'm going to shut up right now, guys, because I'm just basically going on a tangent here. I don't need to do that. So without further ado, let's get into this game here and see if Spurs can make it the treble for the season. I feel confident in that they will do it. I just hope that they don't crumble in this final game. The job isn't done yet. Yes, it was great to secure the Premier League for Ben and for the rest of the boys. Yes, it was great to win the Carabao Cup, but they still have a job to do here. Let's do this. And of course, this being actually played at Wembley, technically speaking, it's Spurs' home ground. So in a way, they have like the little bit of an advantage, I guess you can say. That's how the two teams got here, though. Swansea defeating West Ham, Reading, and I think it was Liverpool on the way to get here. So some tough teams for them to play in their route to this FA Cup final, or route, however you want to say it. I mean, yeah, I get told off sometimes when I say it in different ways. So players to watch, that is the two players, Wilfred Bonney there, and of course Ben, 5 goals in his last 3 games, which is just sensational. He is such a talent, guys. And I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some big offers coming in for him next window in the summer. So, of course, when you're watching this, it's going to be the next episode that we start reviewing a few of those if they do come in. So, of course, for you guys, it's going to make it quite interesting indeed. For Swansea, looking at their team, they have a semi-decent team. They've got Geyer at left-back. They've got Van Persie as a cam, Vilhena in the middle, Baston and Bonney up top. Luckily for Spurs, it's not a 5 at the back. It's a 4 at the back. So I'm not sure if that's going to work out in their favour or not. And that is the coveted trophy on offer today. So let's get into the game. You've seen the Spurs line up I'm not going to show you it again, guys. And we are underway for this FA Cup final. Ben, you got one more game to go, and you will be doing the treble, son. Let's bring this home. Here goes Perisic on the left-hand side. That's a poor cutback. Where's he going with that pass? There's a couple of misplaced passes so far in this first 10 minutes of the game that Spurs really need to improve on, because you can't misplace passes in a final. And then Perisic gives a throw into Ben, who can't get it under control quick enough. But yeah, speaking of misplaced passes, there's been a fair few of them so far in this game. I don't want this to be a recurring theme here. As Ben on the ball, spinning, edge of the Swansea area. He goes past a couple of players. He's a little bit of a burst of pace there to get past the first one. But full credit to the second defender, because he denied Ben a crossing opportunity. And Ben now has to wait for someone to get into the middle, because Harry Kane isn't there. But that's a great pass back to Ben. Ben's in behind Ben to make it 1-0. Oh my goodness me, he's missed. Oh, I thought that was it. The keeper came out, and I genuinely thought that that was about to break the back of the net. Ben with a massive opportunity for Tottenham Hotspur in this FA Cup final. And he put it wide of the post on his left foot. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Great pass into him. Its first touch is quality as well, to be fair. And then all he's got to do is finish it, and he put it wide. Ben, mate. It's not good enough. Swansea with their first chance of the game, and it's a good save from Lloris. Swansea, as soon as they conceded a chance, which Ben arguably should have scored, have gone up the other end and nearly scored themselves. Lloris forced into a save, and the short corner comes there to the area. It's cleared away off the line. Are you actually joking? Swansea could have quite easily been 1-0 up here in this game, as Ben will break away now for Spurs, looking to create something, and that's not what he would want to do. The pass or the shot, whatever it was there, was absolutely shocking. Swansea, 2 chances. One of them was saved, the other one cleared off the line. They could have quite easily been 1-0 up. Jeez, man, that was close. Ben, past Roque Mesa, and he's trying to get inside the penalty area of Swansea here. He's got inside, and it's a good strike as well, and Harry Kane can't get the rebound. Maybe if he'd have been a little bit quicker, that might have been 1-0 to Spurs. 3 shots for Ben so far. A few of them off target, and only 1 on target, but the issue there was that all of a sudden, the space opened up from Roque Mesa. That's nice from Harry Kane. Gives it backwards to Ben as well, who can't quite pull the trigger. There wasn't a real clear opportunity for him to shoot there, but he's done well in order to actually dribble around a couple of the Swansea City players, and he tried to whip across him. Couldn't even clear the first man. Wow. Tell you what, Spurs have really struggled today to really do anything in this game. I mean, they've been kind of there, but they've had a lot of the ball, and they've just been wasteful with it. They've done nothing really to show. And every time they get it, they look to go forward, and like, they just can't seem to utilise Ben as they has been doing the entirety of this season. Whether or not it's tiredness or something, I don't know, but they've got to defend here now, because Britton on the ball for Swansea. What's happening to the defence of Spurs here as he has a free strike goalwards? Where were all the players to get back and defend that? We've got 2 holding midfielders, or Spurs have got 2 holding midfielders, and yet neither of them could stop that shot from coming in. Ben had to come so deep, and Swansea have a chance. It's 1-0. Oh my goodness me, Swansea completely against the runner play in this second half have taken the lead. What on earth are you doing? Is that a centre-back as well? I think it might be a centre-back who scored this. It's a number 3 regardless. I tell you what, Spurs have not been good enough today at all to do the treble. They've let themselves down massively. That is an absolute joke. Jordi Amat is the man who has given Swansea the lead. Inside the 79th minute, there's 10 minutes remaining in this game, and to be fair, Spurs have done nothing to deserve this victory. So you have to say, Swansea, full credit to them, they've taken their chance. Eriksen on the ball. Hits a wasteful, and another just half-hearted attempted of a pass there into the middle of the box. Really aims it at nobody again. I mean, it's just so simple from Spurs again. They're making so many mistakes with these balls at the feet, and every time they look for a pass, they go for the wrong one. Really is ridiculous. Oh my goodness me, Spurs with a massive opportunity. There's so many players over. It's got to be a goal to Spurs. Come on, don't miss this now. He's hit the post. Are you joking me? That's outrageous. I feel like Spurs have been robbed. I really do. What on earth is that? 2 minutes from time, and Eric Dyer sees himself in the middle. He had 1 of 4 people to choose from. Literally had 4 people to choose from. He chose Eric Dyer. He chose so wrong. And that's going to bring a close to the game. Ref, that's a free kick. Wait, he's giving it to Swansea. Are you joking me, ref? What part of that is Swansea's? Oh, my goodness me. It's going to be the end of the game as well as soon as this is kicked. This is a joke. An absolute joke. I knew for a fact as soon as Eric Dyer got in there, he was going to hit the post or miss completely. Oh, my goodness me. The ball is going to go inside, and that's going to be the end of the game. The referee's going to bring it to a close. Eriksson, make a run. Somebody's got to move. Somebody's got to do something. Eriksson gets it and loses it instantly. Spurs have lost. That's it. Ben has not done the treble, guys, because Spurs fall to a 1-0 defeat in this FA Cup final. I genuinely feel like they've been robbed there. At first, I didn't. At first, I was like, they've been wasteful again. They've done nothing to deserve themselves going in front, so you can't really complain. I just felt like the script was already written. As soon as that ball reached Eric Dyer, I was like, he's going to miss this. And, of course, of all the things to do, he hits the outside of the post, and that's the reason that Swansea will be lifting this trophy. Completely against the odds as well. Everybody, including me, I would say, had Spurs to win this with the season they've just had, but full credit to Swansea, because they showed that it doesn't take a season. It takes literally one game, and if you're not good enough on the day, you lose it. But there you go. I mean, jeez, man, what was that from Eric Dyer? Oh, that miss really, it hurts me, and I'm not even the player that should be worried about it. But, wow, Spurs, not good enough. Swansea, to their credit, they win the trophy, and they deserve to get the hands on that FA Cup trophy. So for Spurs, they were on course to do the treble. They just needed to win this game. They couldn't do it. They're only going to go away with a double, but I'm sure they'll be happy with that double, a Premier League and a Carabao Cup victory. But, I mean, jeez, man. Let's look at the match facts. Swansea had 5 shots on target. There you go. Shooting boots on for Swansea. 5 and 5 on target. Spurs had 6 with 1 on target. It was too bad. Too bad. Match highlights. I mean, look, he has 5 Spurs players to choose from. Oh, dearie me. And they hit the post. It's not quite there. So, that is how we end episode... Oh, I guess that's how we're going to almost end episode 35 off with, because I've got some more stuff to show you in a moment. But that's how we're going to end Season 2 of the My Player Career Mode off, because Spurs now have not got any more games to play. So, of course, we'll see whether or not Ben remains a Spurs player within the next season or not. We'll have to wait and find out, I guess. But, yeah, it's a strange one, that, because I feel like it's been kind of hard done by there. Let's do this training, skip a few days, and then we will see what the entirety of the season looked like, and we'll check out all the stats and stuff. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. So we're gonna go through now and check out some of the stats. Then, so as you saw, that is the league table and how it ended. Chelsea missing out on the title by 2 points to Spurs, of course. In terms of the what's next? The Carabao Cup, the Emirates FA Cup, of course. Oh dear. A 1-0 defeat in the final for Spurs, and it is Swansea who come away as victors in that one. Then we have the Carabao Cup, which was won by Spurs against a Southampton side after beating them 2-0. In terms of the major European Cups, though, Leverkusen actually went on to win the Champions League, which is quite surprising. They knocked out Real Madrid and Barca on the way there before knocking out Manchester United, and then finally beating PSG in the final itself. So credit to them, because they knocked out some big teams there. So full credit to the German side. In terms of the Europa League, guys, after we lost to Arsenal, after Ben lost to Arsenal, they went on to lose to Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach, they went on to lose to Wolfsburg, who eventually went on to win the entire competition, beating Hoffenheim in the final by 4 penalties to 3 after a 2-2 draw. So not too bad. European qualifiers, of course, they continue. And in terms of that one, England are doing pretty well. So as you saw previously as well, top scorer went to Eden Hazard. That is how it looks for the top 15 there. Pause it if you want to check it out in more detail, because I'm about to skip forward. In terms of assists, Ben was the highest assist maker in the Premier League this season. Clean sheets, of course, we've seen that. So let's move on to the FA Cup then, which, of course, was where Spurs, sadly, fell short. Top scorer went to Giroud. Highest assists was Lanzini and Hernandez, which isn't too bad. 2 West Ham players in there, so they're doing pretty well. Lloris with the most clean sheets. And now we move into the Carabao Cup, where the top goals was Eng Bakakoto. I probably butchered that. Ben is in there in 12th place, though, so not too bad. He got the highest assists as well with 4 in the entirety of the competition. Again, pretty good. I think Europa League he did okay in as well. Let's take a look at that if we can. Where is the goal scored? There it is. Bakambu went on to score the most. Wood was in there, though. I don't know if you saw that, down in 15th on 5 goals in the Europa League. He even got the most assists in the entirety of the competition as well. Well, joint most anyway. So that's not too bad. So yeah, I guess you can say full credit to him. So I'm going to now show you guys some of the other leagues for the purpose of, if of course Ben gets some offers, we can see how the teams have finished in their respective leagues. So we know how the English teams have finished, but for France, PSG walked the league. They won it by 18 points, which is just crazy. Monaco in second. They've then gone on to have Germany. Bayern Munich won it. Dortmund second. Leverkusen third. Wolfsburg in fourth. Then we have Italy with Juve winning. Milan in second. Losing out on goal difference. Crazy. Inter Milan and Napoli in there as well. Then we have... What's up next? The Spanish League, maybe? Is that the next one? Let's see. It probably will be. Yeah, I think it is. So the Spanish League is there. Real Madrid winning it on 92. Barcelona in second. Sevilla in third. Atletico Madrid down in fifth place, actually. So that's not great for Atletico Madrid. And that's how the leagues look. So, yeah, I mean, not too terrible, I guess you can say. So, guys, I'm now going to go ahead and skip to the next season. Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode of this series because there's going to be some big stuff happening. That's all I'm going to say. So, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, apologies. It's a bit shorter than usual. The reason for that is, of course, because I only played one game in the episode today. So, that is, of course, the reason why. Because we wanted to set the FA Cup as its own individual episode, but not able to do so. So, Ben... commiserations, mate. You didn't do the treble, but you can still be proud. You did the double. I don't actually know who won the player of the competition for the Premier League. I didn't quite see it, so I don't know if there's a way of seeing it either. So, Ericsson won the player of the competition for the FA Cup. Lloris got the goalkeeper of the tournament. Team of the tournament we already saw, which of course Ben wasn't part of somehow, which is just stupid. I don't know. Does it show you anything? Okay, wait, Player of the Year in accomplishments. So that means Ben probably didn't get it then. Because I know you can get one for Player of the Year. So, is there a way to see? Player of the Year. Win the Golden Boot. Where does it say? There used to be one for Player of the Year anyway. I'm guessing. There it is, Player of the Year. So, Ben must have not got Player of the Year, sadly. So, without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead now, as I said, and skip until next season. If you enjoyed today's episode, a like rate would greatly appreciate. If you haven't already, hit the notification, guys, and you will never miss an upload on my channel. Thank you so much for all of your support. I will catch you all for a hotly anticipated next episode of the My Player Career Mode very, very soon, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Adios.